can be such a pain in the neck. Miro, why are you yelling? I just started the stream. Anyway, how is everybody doing? It's been 2 weeks, almost 3, I think. I don't know, actually. I haven't measured it in a while. But hello. It's not my usual art stream. I was thinking of maybe doing an art stream, but also like I rarely do like just free chat because I don't do very well with just free chat, mostly because I get a little nervous when I do just not nervous, more like I kind of have an awkward moment where it's like I don't really know what to talk about when it's like free chat. But yeah, okay, so okay. Oh, I wrote down some agendas in case I like my agenda or menu in case I forgot. I don't know where my other box is, the one that's for like chat. I haven't chatted for like few weeks, so that might be it. If I sound small, let me know. I'm just letting you guys know I'm not using a headset at the moment because my headset has died and I forgot to charge it because I'm an idiot. So right now it's charged. Hi Kumo, it's been a while. How you doing? I haven't talked in like a long time, so I was hoping. Who are you? I am Almond, Alien Idol Superstar. Nice to meet you, Wing Kwong. I know it's been like really long, that to the point where I'm pretty sure like I was very worried that a lot of people would forget about my channel, but you know, might as well show up, better late than never, right? So those are my life updates. I know there are more updates other than this. Oh, I guess I can put on one more because I forgot about that one. Illustration project, yes. Projects. Somehow I forgot to type while I was in the middle of it. Anyways, is that the almond pie? Indeed. Also, Val, can you tell everybody that I'm streaming? I think I forgot to tell it on like in the Discord server, but let the crowd know that I have returned, Alien Idol Superstar. Anyways, so I haven't streamed in a long while. In a long while, when I say long while, I mean like in 5,000 years, probably 10,000 years, probably like 2 to 3 weeks. There's a lot of things going on. They're not really personal issues. It's mostly like every time I'm trying to stream, there's always some shit going on. So there's that. But I hope you guys still remember me, because I remember a lot of you guys, even though like you guys show up maybe after a year or something. But yeah, so I'm back. I'm about to continue my work, baby. But you know, if you guys notice that on Twitter, usually I don't really talk much if I'm off stream, mostly because when I'm off stream, I forget that Twitter exists sometimes. So that's an issue for me. But yeah, so let's start with number 1, PC shenanigans. So the reason I didn't stream last week was mostly because my PC could not produce any sound or audio from the computer. So I was thinking maybe I can do like drawing streams and stuff like that, but I just didn't end up doing it. And because I had a lot of like projects in my, my full-time job, but it turned out like and I thought it was just like, okay, let's just get the PC fixed. Because I was worried like if it was a software issue or something. So I go to my guy, right? I go to my guy to ask like, hey, what's up with my computer? Just so you know, I have been going to the same PC dude for like maybe 6 years now, 5 to 6 years, because I got this PC when I started my first job. So this PC is like my baby. This is my first ever PC with a little bit of upgrades, but even that's like every like 1 or 2 years, and it's not like giant overhauls. It was mostly like, upgrading a little bit of the memory, upgrading a little bit of the graphics card and stuff like that. So I've been going to this guy for years, and I was just kind of worried, right? So I was like, okay, I hope there's no software issues or anything like that. So my guy checks, right? Do you have the Bluetooth dongle? Yeah, I do, but it still doesn't work. And I'm like, and he says like, can you send the Bluetooth dongle? Yeah, sure, I'll send the Bluetooth dongle, because this works fine with me. And then after a while, we figured out that the reason why my PC wasn't working was apparently because it didn't work before the guy cleaned it, because he also has like a cleaning service for like PCs. And because my PC is on the bottom, it's not like on top of my desk. It gets dust very easily, and it's very hard for me to check because it's squeezed under the bottom, so I have to only check it like every once in a while. And it was very extremely dusty, so he helped like clean it because he has a service like that, and I don't mind paying for that kind of thing, because God knows, knowing me, that I would have like wrecked it or something, and I don't want to risk it. So when I was like, when the guy told me, oh yeah, it worked after I cleaned it, we were like, so basically my PC just wanted to wash. He just wanted to be a little bit dusted. He wants to be a little bit clean, and it's very dusty. I'm gonna admit it was a very dusty PC. So I guess if it cleaned up after that, I wouldn't be surprised. Why is my mouse slowing down at the moment? Okay, so I wasn't surprised, but I was very glad that after that, like, it didn't need any like severe software changes or stuff like that. So I think I only paid like 100,000 for like the cleaning. I don't know if that's cheap, or I don't know if that's expensive, or that's average price for cleaning up an entire PC for like that has been collecting dust for like years. So yeah, hi Ota, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, it's like, it's a mess, like, without my PC. Well, that's why you clean a PC regularly. The thing is, like, I'm very worried if knowing me, like, you know me, that if I clean my PC, I do the outside a lot, like I clean the outside and like the outside dust. It's a little trickier for the inside because I'm worried I might like break something in the process, or I accidentally wipe over something that's like quite sensitive and I have to get it rechanged. So usually I just do like a very quick wipe, but this wasn't enough for this, but so that's why like they did a whole like cleanup thing. But yeah, so it's mostly dust blocking the airway. Yeah, I think that was like the issue, but I'm glad it was nothing like super severe, just like mostly just dust collecting in the airways and stuff that probably had a hard time like picking up the signals for the Bluetooth and everything. But yeah, so now it's back. It just returned yesterday. And because it just returned yesterday, I'll follow this up with the incident that happened yesterday. So I finished, like, I just got my PC, and then Gremlin Pie was texting me and just like, can you prepare because the past week I've been using her like laptop, and like her laptop is like pretty, you know, it's she doesn't use it as much, but she told me, okay, I have a D&D session, can you please put the laptop and charge it in my room, and the tablet as well? And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And just as I did that, I told her, I texted her back on Discord, like, I cannot find your tablet, but when I asked my mama pie, she says like, oh, it's on her desk. And then the moment I texted her back that, suddenly there's a phone call to my mother, right, to Mama Pie, and Mama Pie picks up the phone because it's like, it's Gremlin Pie, right? And then Gremlin Pie is like, hey Ma, can you pick me up at this mall? And it is like very weird, not weird, it's more like, huh, that's strange, because you know, she doesn't usually, my first assumption when she said that was, oh, she probably got lost or something happened, like nothing severe. Can you pick me up in front of this mall? And then she was like, oh yeah, what happened? And then she just hits it with like, oh yeah, I suddenly got hit by a truck. Do you know how me and Mama Pie reacted listening to that information? Surprisingly enough, Mama Pie was very calm about it. She was kind of like, you were hit by a truck? And Gremlin Pie was like, yeah. Can you pick me up at here? I think it's in front of this mall. And then there were like other people. Thankfully, they were very kind, like Gojek drivers. Truck-chan. someone told my sister like, oh, you almost got isekai'd. But unfortunately, fortunately, she did not get isekai'd. But the funniest part was, I mean, the incident itself was I know this is more a sibling thing. I think it's more like, because she was able to pick up and be very coherent with her responses, it seemed like she sustained very minor injuries, right? So so when the Gojek driver, if you don't know what the Gojek, it's like the equivalent of an Uber. So the Uber driver, like, you know, used my sister's phone, and he said like, yeah, your daughter is like, is your heart ready for this news, ma'am? And I'm like, you're just making it worse, my dude, like in my heart. But I'm pretty sure he just doesn't want my mom to have a heart attack, like Mama Pie. And it turns out like she got into an accident, and she kind of hit her head. Like, thankfully she was wearing a helmet. This is the importance of wearing like safety gear, guys. Helmet. So she kind of hit her head on the like sidewalk, I think it's called, or something. I don't know what the English word is. But aspal, what aspal. Is it asphalt or trottoir? I think it's trottoir. Trottoir. And we just went and then we just told the guy, yeah, we're gonna pick her up. Thankfully, the truck driver was there. Like, he kind of like took responsibility and accountability. So when we arrived, my mom was very calm. Along the drive, she specifically told me, Ka, if you don't know Ka, it means basically like big sister, because I'm the first. You know, I'm the oldest. Whatever you do, do not laugh at your sister in public. And I was like, okay, I will not laugh at her in public. I will not laugh at her in public. I will let her get yelled at by my mom instead. And then when we arrived, I was just holding my smile. I was just like, I don't know, maybe it's a sibling thing. So when we got by, like, we could find like the Uber and everybody who helped out. So there were a lot of really good people helping out my sister. And my mom she got down from the from her seat, and she was like she was quite short, right? She's like shorter than me, and I'm 151, so you do the math. And she was just kind of like asking what happened. Is she bleeding? Does she have injuries? And my sister was like, yeah, I have injuries. And she was like kind of bleeding on her, like on the eyebrow of her, I would say left eye. Yeah, left eye from her left. Like left eye. And 151. I'm around 151, but that was like years ago last I measured. I don't know how much I am now. 151 centimeters, yes. She's shorter than that, by the way. She was like kind of bleeding on her like left, on her eyebrow of a bit. Like there's quite a big like what do you call wound there, and then I think it was just there, and there was the heaviest. But other than that, I think a lot of the other things were like pretty much like wiped away, so she was like pretty clean. There was still a little bit of blood on her like feet, but it's like there were no injuries on her feet specifically, just a little bit of blood. So my mom was just kind of like, okay, let's just get you checked tomorrow. And my sister was like, no, ma, let's just get checked tonight. And she's like, oh yeah. And the truck driver was just kind of like asking, or the Uber driver was kind of just asking like, ma'am, like, how do you want to deal with, you know, the hospital fees and stuff? Thankfully, we're on health insurance. Was there compensation? Well, it's more, they did ask or talk about compensation, but my mama pie was more like, she's just glad her kid was like safe, and we do have health insurance, so there wasn't really a need to pay hospital fees and everything like that, so we didn't really do. So she was just kind of like, no, it's okay. I'll just take my sister home, my daughter home. And I think there were more like, I think the Uber driver was like asked to be compensated because mostly because his truck was the one that kind of got, his motorbike was the one that kind of got slammed. We weren't really, we're just, you know what, let's just take her to the hospital. And then we took her to the hospital, and then she just got checked. Thankfully no severe major injuries, just kind of like the, you know, just kind of like the bleeding on her eyebrow, but that's pretty much it. She didn't have anything that could be alarming. Thankfully also the insurance company also paid out a lot of it. So she probably just got at most 2 stitches and a tetanus shot. And honestly, the funniest part was when I arrived, she was like laughing, bro. I was like, she's gonna be a death of me someday. She somehow, I look away for 5 minutes, she somehow finds a way to like delete my lifespan off by 5 years somehow, some way. But I don't know if this is a sibling thing or it's just my sister having the weirdest luck of all, because this is even the first time that I had to be, you know, I picked her up during a very confusing situation, and and it's just like, it is kind of like, okay. And then we just kind of had her checked. We entered by maybe 7 or 8:30, and then we left by like 12 o'clock. Thankfully there was a 24-hour like hospital, you know, emergency room that was close by. So yeah, she just got 2 stitches and a tetanus shot, thankfully. Nothing too severe. Hopefully not. And today she's resting and she's like giggling. She's like, oh yeah, look at this. Oh my god. I'm getting attention. And I'm like, girl, you literally let my heart fly out the window and all you and you're thinking about the attention. I mean, you know what? Fine. All right. I'm just glad you're safe. So yeah, that's the accident. She's currently like resting. She's just chilling right now. And then she'll go back to work tomorrow, maybe like tomorrow-ish, but we'll see. But I think so far her wound is coming up or healing well. Like she just got 2 stitches. Probably going to be back at the hospital on Friday to get them cleaned again. But yeah, thankfully she's okay. If anything, she's a little more than okay, and I'm a little concerned that it hit her head even harder than it should, and that's the way she's reacting the way she reacts. But no, I think that's just my sister on a daily basis. She always got something going on. I could be just chilling and suddenly she's like, oh my god, I almost got recruited into a cult. Or like, oh my god, I am very drunk, can you pick me up right now? Like, oh my god, I almost got lost like twice. It's a normal occurrence at this point. It's like Gremlin Pie Adventures. Gonna need to put a GPS tracker at Gremlin at this point. I'm pretty sure I would actually. I'm also surprised that her phone worked after all that. Like, because the hit itself, I'm pretty sure it was quite hard, but for some reason she was able to call and respond very well. So I think it's just a miracle by God. So thank you, God, for protecting Gremlin Pie, but also like, I don't know what's up her. As a little reward, I decided to give her buy some food for her. Life might be a little too eventful for a gremlin. I think my life is pretty stagnant, and because my life is so stagnated, like I think God decided to give her a little bit more spice in her life or something. I don't know what's going on, but there it is. But yeah, so that was just this week, by the way. Which doesn't help because like last week I had to visit a long time like friend because she was in the hospital and she just got her operation. So the last few days, like since last week, all I've been doing is going back and forth to hospitals. And I don't know if that's a good or bad sign, but yeah, so there's that going on, and it's just like, oh my god, I just want to stream again, man. But yeah, so now I have my PC back. Gremlin Pie is just healing. And I'm just chilling right now. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let you guys know that because my PC is back, and you know, guys know that I love doing like art streams and stuff like that. That I might be returning to doing more art streams. I really do like Kagurabachi. You know, they have new villains right now, and I absolutely love their design. Therefore, I will be drawing them for the next art stream. I don't know if I have a strict schedule starting from today. This is kind of just like a schedule for me to get into the groove because I haven't streamed in so long. But as I was saying, like I might do more Kagurabachi like art streams because I do like the characters. They're pretty simple to draw, and I feel like if I don't do them on stream, I won't really do them because it's like for some reason there's so many things that I have to work on that there are some things that I end up forgetting to work on. But yeah, so Kagurabachi. Also, if you guys haven't read it, go read it right now since it's like it's entering a new arc and it's super exciting. There are new villains coming about. Super fun. So, okay. So there's a Kagurabachi. Also, they printed the birthday book, so I'm really excited to see. I don't know if they have the digital version up yet, but if it is, I will promote it to, you know, on stream on Twitter to let you guys see like my digital work. I think they did actually, so I'll actually promote that on Twitter. Anyways, other than, like I said, I do art streams, but also I'm planning on opening commissions again. If you guys are, you know, don't know, I do a lot of coloring and, you know, rendering, coloring, kind of like artworks. They're a little funky, they're still a little cartoony, they're more saturated colors. You guys can check it out on my media tab, but it's like I'm planning on opening commissions because that's a new way for me to earn money, I guess. But yeah, so there's one customer at the moment, but I will be posting the website to it because I do have an art account. So I'm just like, you know what, might as well put them all on like one card. So I will post a card maybe sometime this week, And whenever like I do a commission, unless the person specifically specifies not to have it on stream, I will be working on them on stream. So there's that as well. Yippee! Okay. What else? I'm thinking. Right. Illustration projects. Right. Because we're still talking about illustrations. So if you guys don't notice, you know how I've been like very inactive this past week? It's mostly because I've been doing a lot of illustration projects. So a few ones that I notably have done, if you guys don't know, one, I have created a game sprite for the first time. You know, if you guys saw me like promoting a game, which is an innocent teaching itch.io game called Let's Learn Kids. You saw me promoting it last week. It's because it was my first ever game that I worked on that I made game sprites for. If you've seen the rat in the promotion, I drew those, and that's actually really cool. I'm a game developer art. It doesn't count on being the game developer if I'm only the illustrator, or is it like, you know what, it counts because game illustrators are part of the game developing arc. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was my first time drawing like specifically sprites for a game. I've drawn sprites before, but it was mostly just for fun. I made like OC sprites for Monster Prom, so I did have a little bit of experience of like, you know, parting expressions, parting away like eyes, mouth movements and stuff like that. So I did have a lot of fun with it. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna bring him up just so you guys don't. If you guys don't know, there's a lot of analysis or a lot of things that I kind of like put into thought when I made this character. Hold on. Let's bring up the little rat. And I'm not even saying this as as an insult. He's actually a rat, a literal rat. So this is my first ever like game. What do you call it? My first ever like game. Okay, this evolved. Okay, my first ever like game sprite. So here he is. Wait, let me move myself aside just a little bit, just to introduce him. Okay, here he is, my little rat guy. He does have a name in the game, but like I didn't design his name. Look at him. There you go. My first ever character design game. So during this time, they did ask me, could you do this like, could you do a design in a very quick amount of time? And I said like I could try, and that's what I did with him. I'll just call him Mr. Teacher because there's a reason why there is a name, but I won't let you guys, you know, you guys better play for yourself to see why his name is his name. And when I designed him, I was thinking, they did say, can you draw a rat? And I'm like, okay. I never drawn a rat as a character before, but I do have experience in drawing like furry yeah, I'll say furries. I'll say furry characters. So I was like, okay, I could try. And because you guys need this in a very quick amount of time, I figured, okay, I cannot do shadows. I can only do solid colors. So you see here how he only has like solid colors. So that's kind of like, I tried to make him a more simplified form. So here he is, my little rat guy. And can you draw him in a suit? And I was like, okay, I'll draw him in a suit. So this is him in a suit. So the one thing that, wow, welcome back. Hi, Gail. Yes, I am back. So this guy, the only thing they told me was, can you draw a rat who in a suit who is a teacher? And I'm like, okay. But there is a reason why I picked certain elements, but in a way it's still simplifying him as a character. So the suit is very similar to a certain kind of suit used by a certain kind of government body. Rat, because it's a rat. I tried to make the rat quite charming because I kind of wanted to put it in a way that you know what, fuck it, it's my account anyway. So the game is quite it's political satire, right? And I always thought that the reason why politicians were like super well known are because they're charismatic. So I tried to put that into this rat energy body. You know, he has to have a little charismatic form or like energy. So I tried to emulate that on him. I did a lot of research. Research in the form of like I did a lot of screening when it came to the design. Like I asked like my friends like, what do you think of this character? How do you feel? Anything you want to improve or anything that might like that speaks out to you? And a lot of them, a lot of them were like, my girl, when you draw the rat character, why did you make him so handsome? And I'm like, how is that my fault? How is that my fault? I'm just trying to make a character. I didn't even intend for him to be like super charming or anything like that. I was just kind of like, I tried to make a smug look for him because I feel like that's kind of like what it's supposed to be, right? He's supposed to be a charismatic, kind of like smug kind of a character. So that's how I created like his energy there as a character, right? And then you got the blue eyes. The blue, I purposely picked blue for a reason, and it's not even blue. I purposely picked that shade of blue for a reason. I will not tell you the reason. You guys can figure it out on your own. You're smart. This channel is full of smart people, so you guys can figure out why I picked that very specific shade of blue. And then the hands. That's the actually most interesting one that I really liked. The fingers are red, and a lot of people say that, oh yeah, because it's like red fingernails or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you're right in some way, but I was actually trying to depict a very gentle way to have the term blood on his hands, because it's a political satire game. So if you know, you know. And that's kind of like the energy I came with this character. Me not gonna listen to say hear me out. Not gonna be surprised if some people are simping for him. I mean, if you guys are simping for him, good. That's supposed to be the goal here. Like, I'm not trying to make him as sexy as possible or whatever. I'm trying to make him charming. Cause, you know, characters like these are supposed to be charming. They're supposed to be charismatic. That's why they succeed the way they succeed. And that's what I tried to emulate with this character. He's probably it's kind of funny because he's gonna end up on my CV and it's like, what's your CV for character design? Sexy rat teacher man. And I'm like, my talent, use that for what? But you know what, I enjoyed it. So this is one of the projects that I'm in, like I was in. It was to create this game design character, and hopefully for like a few moments. Again, I'll put the link of the game in the description, but you can also find it on my Twitter. The game is called Let's Learn Kids, or Mari Belajar Anak-Anak. It's only in Indonesian. You can find it on itch.io. But as I said, I had a lot of fun. And other than this, I also did a lot of CG. I was also in charge of the background as well as a certain CGs that you would see in the game. Again, the game is free, so you guys, if you want to check it out, just check it out. But there are certain CGs in the game that would, you know, that I also designed. So I really had a lot of fun in like, you know, breaking down the parts for the sprites, as well as like making like, how do I make this character, how do I make this like, how do I make these kind of backgrounds emulate a certain sort of feeling, usually fear. That's super like, I really like, I don't know, I'm a big fan of like talking about my own work, because I can ramble all day about my own work. Can you show some of your portfolio? Hot rats in suits. The funniest part is this year, this is the second rat I've drawn. Oh yeah, I never told you guys, I did also join like art fight. This is the second rat, and let me show you the first rat that I drew. She's a girl, I believe she was a detective in like a French setting. For art fight. Super fun. I really liked it. It was a really fun, very fun like event. Okay, I cannot. Where is Sexy Ratman's? Okay, I was kind of concerned I couldn't find his, like, I can't change him or something. Let's see, art fight. Where is she? Oh yeah, her name is Faustine. So this is the first one I ever drew this year. So that says a lot. I don't know why I'm drawing a lot of, you know, mouse feline, you know, I don't know what the category is, but mouse rat characters this year. Something going on there. But yeah, I drew a lot for like art fight. It was really fun also, art fight. I might share the results. I just keep forgetting to. But yeah, like other than that, I've also done like multiple illustrations. One is for a project, mouse rat big rat. Indeed, mouse rat big rat. I've done a lot of like illustrations, mostly either it was for a game, and then a few others there for a zine. If you don't know what the zine is, it is short for magazine. It is mostly those digital, they're mostly digital projects, but they also come in physical, of like small books or merch self-published by artists that are usually surrounded around a theme of sorts. So yeah, so I got involved in that. I can't show you the illustration. I'm only probably be able to show you when it gets published. So there's that. I'm also planning one for myself with a few friends of mine, of having another zine, not in the VTuberverse. I don't know if in the VTuberverse there is a zine, but I'll see if there is any available ones. Like, it is kind of interesting. Maybe it could be something that could be big, but who knows, right? But yeah, I've been doing a lot of illustration works lately, and I'm like really surprised that this year, ever since I got a display tablet this year, right? I don't know, it's XP Pen Artist something, and ever since I got this display tablet, I have done so much artwork this year. I just did one last night. Give me a moment. I really like how this one turned out. It's like, holy shit, that's crazy. I was like, did I really draw this? But let's see, where is it? I really do like how it turned out. Okay, I can show you this one, I guess. Yeah, so I have a favorite, there's a favorite character of mine, Charmaine from Reverse 1999, and I drew, he just had a skin come out, like, or skin reveal like last week, but I couldn't draw him last week because my PC was being corrected, so was being fixed, so I could only draw him last night. Yes, I drew this last night. I just finished this afternoon. Probably one of my favorite drawings so far. So if you don't know what he's holding, this is my first time drawing. He is currently in this hand. He's coloring like a blue macaw, a sphinx macaw, sphinx or sphinx macaw. If you don't know, this patch specifically in which he's going to appear, his skin is going to appear in, takes place in Brazil. I don't know the specific year. It is before 1999 because the game is called Reverse 1999, so it takes place before 1999. But this is Brazil, and I tried to look for like birds that are usually indigenous to Brazil, like jungles, and then I remembered, you know, Rio, because you know they featured macaws, blue macaws, but I didn't know which macaws were specifically indigenous to Brazil, so I had to look it up, and I saw, okay, blue macaws are specific, the sphinx macaw is specifically indigenous to Brazil, and I figured, yeah, they'd still be like around during the years before 1999. So I decided to draw him holding like a little sphinx macaw. This is the first time I've drawn these kind of birds, like exotic birds, so I did kind of have a hard time. He did end up looking a little cute over there, but I really do like, I did have fun like trying to learn the form of drawing like the bird. Like I do have a hard time getting proportions right. It is one of my biggest weaknesses in art in general. I do acknowledge that. So I'm just really happy that I'm slowly like getting into like a groove where it's like, oh yeah, I'm learning more about proportions, but also learning more about coloring, which is, I feel personally, is one of my biggest strengths when it comes to art. But yeah, I really had a good time drawing this. It was really fun. I really do enjoy it. And then I posted on my art account, not on this account. But yeah, so there's this, and then this line art was created last night. So I arrived home at 12 a.m. and then I started another work, which is this one. I finished the line art before, but I just finished, I started coloring this one, which is also my favorite. This is a really good, I really like how this one turned out. I was surprised how good I got at rendering. Like I wasn't even in for a week. But basically for this one, the line art was already there. I just had to do the coloring, so I did the coloring this one from 12 a.m. to 2 or 3 a.m. and then after this I did the sketch for the one earlier, and then after that I finished the line art and then went to sleep. And then this afternoon I finished up the Shemaine one, which was earlier. I did like how this one turned out though. I think this one is like specifically because I discovered, oh my god, I can do contour on my characters, and that's what happened here. They look shiny, they're glowing, all my characters are glowing. But yeah, I would say like I personally enjoy coloring like you know, tan characters. They're really, and I'm tan myself, so that girl looks like Almond. This is like how do I explain this? So she's kind of just like me, but actually me. So this is Almond, right? I'm Almond, right? This character is kind of more of a self-insert than Almond, where it's kind of like, this is what I dreamed, who I dreamed to kind of be, and she's kind of supposed to be like kind of a leader in which she's trying to pursue law and everything. So yeah, and I paired her with Leona King Scholar from Twisted Wonderland. So this is kind of a preview. I'm supposed to be posting this on Saturday, but I want to show it to you guys because I'm pretty sure none of the people who are supposed to look at this are on my channel. So, but as I was saying, like, I really enjoy like exploring color and shading and everything as well. This is also the first time, if you look at this part over here, I've never drawn people like looking at watches specifically. So I did have a hard time trying to see like, how do I make this look a little less odd? And I'm pretty sure proportion wise I could use some improvements, but I also think this is a good, like, compared to like my old art, I'm pretty sure this is a good jump already. So yeah, so this is another art of mine that I did, and then also I did like some you know, more Kagurabachi art when I was away. I can't show all of them here at the same time, so I'll just show the one I haven't posted, or I only posted next door. Hold on. But yeah, I really do like coloring. Coloring is probably one of my favorite aspects. Like, I don't like flat coloring, which is like basically just the base colors. I don't know. I feel like if I do base colors, I feel like I have to render it, and it drives me nuts. It's very rare for me. It's like I was very much resisting to color in the rat sprite, so I was like, ooh, no, I have to do face colors only, and then I actually did, and I resisted to hold myself back. That was very difficult. Usually I just get into rendering so like immediately, and I was like, oh my god. So I did this very pretty Chihiro from Kagurabachi. This is a sketch. This is probably one of my clean sketches. Like, it's very rare for me to do clean sketches, and artists just can't ignore a flat color. Me when I yell, no, no, I have to do render, no, and then I spend up like 3 hours on rendering alone, and I'm like, bruh, I can't do this. And like, I don't know, I have this very hard time like trying to resist away like rendering my flat colors. It drives me crazy. Like, you have to really like pull me back when it comes to like have to, you know, render, because I'm like, haha, let's start. This actually happened on multiple occasions. Haha, let's start with the sketch. Few hours later, why the fuck is this rendered? Why is there shading? Why is there shading? Why is there in it? And I'm just like, what the fuck did I do? But basically, yeah, this is my personal beef with myself. It's just like sometimes I have the hardest time ignoring the fact that flat colors is fine, and that drives me crazy. That the rendering, if it, you know, I was very lucky that it looked very good, because like the problem is that was actually supposed to be flat colors only, but I was like, I have to do it. I have to render, and I ended up rendering it. But I do like this Chihiro sketch. This is one of the few times where it's like I'm satisfied with how it turned out, and it's only like, what, 3 colors at most? Yeah, 3 colors at most. I was trying to do like Chihiro, but he was like for a shoujo audience, or like, you know, for a female-centric audience, you know, very bishoujo-fied. But I don't think there's much of a difference other than I made his hair fluffier and his eyes a little sharper. But yeah, like I have a lot of fun. Lately I've had a lot of fun like drawing and illustrating and stuff like that. So yeah, well, we'll be jumping back into art streams again. All right, so other than that, I do have a lot of projects. I do have a few other projects that I can't tell you guys, but they will be happening this month. They're not streams, is what I can tell you, but I will be featured in a few stuff, which would be super cool. That's all I can tell you for now. But yeah, so I'm trying to like slowly go into, go back into streaming again, because again, I've been away for almost 1 to 2 weeks, so I'm a little awkward. I know a lot of people are socializing with each other, and I feel like, oh, who is who do I like, who am I socializing, who are the people that I have to get in touch with, and it's like super awkward and super tiring. Not to, because like my real life, I'm already like pretty tired with so many things happening, but I do enjoy streaming a lot. I do enjoy everybody's presence. I just need a little time to like readjust again, readjust my feeling to stream again into my normal routine, because I'm the kind of person who kind of like needs to kind of have a routine when it comes to timing. It doesn't have to be exact. It's mostly for me personally. It's like, oh, from this hour to this hour, like maybe around like night, but not very nighty. Like maybe like 8 to 10 I can do streaming, and maybe this to this I can do like something else. So it's kind of hard for me when it's like when I haven't streamed in a while. I now have to get it as a new routine back into my into my current routine, so it's a little awkward, but it's fine. I'll be fine. Oh, I'm also learning Japanese on this app called Busu. It's been really nice so far. It's been really good. It's mostly a refresher, because I honestly forgot how to read most hiragana, so I'm kind of like trying to refresh it. Maybe I used to do streams using Duolingo, but I don't use Duolingo again anymore, so I might see if Busu has a web version or a version I can stream to, and we can learn from there, because I feel like I do feel like I enjoy learning with Busu so far. So let's see. Other than that, game wise, I do have a few games I have to review. One of them is called Repair This. It is kind of like That's Not My Neighbor and stuff like that, but instead of like you having to investigate your neighbor, you're just like fixing stuff for people around you. I think that it looks very simple. I hope it is enjoyable. It does look very enjoyable. Like it's kind of one of those games where you kind of get into the groove, and then once you get into the groove, you kind of just forgot that you have to like you are streaming and you're like playing for a while. But let's see if I'll play it this week or next week. I know there's other games that have to continue. I know Ace Attorney just released Investigations. Unfortunately, I don't have the game yet because it's so expensive. And I do have to finish up the other games as well. But I do know that I will be streaming Ace Attorney. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it here on Twitch, because I streamed the Ace Attorney trilogy on Twitch, but I don't know if I'm going to stream the Ace Attorney Investigations on YouTube. Maybe I'll just do it like that. It does seem like interesting that I can, divide it into two. I do know for Ace Attorney Investigations though that it's a little more interactive compared to Ace Attorney trilogy. So you guys on YouTube will be watching me do voice acting for 4+ hours per case, and I'm going to die from it. But let me think. I think I can do a playlist for Ace Attorney Investigations, because if I remember correctly, the last case takes a long time to finish. So it could be like one of those long-term like games that I could play on this channel. Who knows? But again, I don't have the game, so let's see. Let's see once I get it, because it's pricey because Capcom. But let's see. Other than that, merch update. Meow. Hey Gabe. Look. Hold on. I know Gabe plays Reverse 1999, so I must return to showing them Reverse 1999. Ha! Okay. Anyways, where was I? Hold on. Alright, merch update. Shamaine! Yes, is my man. Mwah! AD isn't here, he doesn't know. But where was I? Oh yeah, like I was saying. What was I saying? I actually forgot. Hold on. I actually forgot. What the heck? Merch update, right? So, I have... Right now, I finished the design for e-money. Like, e-money card. If you don't know what e-money is, it's basically like tall card. It's like electronic money card. And you can also use on the train. I have designs for those. You guys have seen it. I have that. I have my die cut stickers. Die cut stickers are like the individual stickers. The one with the little outlines. I have 8 of those varieties prepared just for you guys. And I also have a kiss cut sticker, which is like a whole sheet. Where's mine? I haven't printed it yet. I was about to say it. I haven't printed them out yet because I don't know if people are gonna buy my merch. But it's also like I'm just kind of like, you know, collecting the funds so I can get them printed. And then maybe I won't be, unfortunately, unless, you know, somehow, some way, somehow, my, what's it called? Like, my luck has me ending up at Komifuro again. I won't be attending Komifuro this year. I will guarantee you I will go to Komifuro next year. Mostly because like because I do plan on selling stuff with my friends. So so I will be selling these stickers, as well as I don't know if I want to sell the Ito money card because I don't know if people are interested, you know. If people are interested, maybe I'll probably like put out like 4 or 5 cards, but if nobody wants them, that's fine too. I won't be sad. But yeah, so there's that. Hold on, I'm trying to think. So there's the cards, there's the there's the cards, there's the die cut. I also have designs for a tumbler. I don't know if people still use tumblers nowadays, like drinking tumblers. But we'll see. There's multiple that I have, and I also still have like the glass holders that I haven't sold yet because I'm thinking of like the others. You guys can't see it, but it's like super cute. Or you can use it for other stuff. I just use this as like a glass holder, but you guys can frisbee it or something. I don't know. So yeah, there's that. So there's a lot of merch. Maybe I'll be opening the merch shop at the end of the year because it is one of our goals. You got Winsong Ren! Nice. Oh, I didn't get August though. I want August. I didn't get August. I'm sad. He's so cute. Very cute boy. It's fine though. I'm not hurt at all. I might roll for Jay for Reverse 1999. My only beef with Jay from Reverse 1999 is he has like grayish skin. That's the only thing keeping me, because I couldn't tell what color his skin is. It's kind of throwing me off. I think it's supposed to be kind of brownish, but it ends up like this is a beef I have. Sorry, I'm gonna rant now. This is a beef I have with a lot of like games, specifically like East Asian games or like Asian games. They always make the tan skin like look very grayish. Like I guess they're going for a cool tone, but it's like to the point where it ends up being kind of gray. Do you understand? Like, can I do it on my model? Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so this is my skin. You see my skin now, right? Let's see. Could be color correction, right? Not this. Hold on. Like, it ends up being kind of like this. Like, which, you know, it does apply for a lot of people, but it's also like, it's like, is there no other color that he could use, maybe? Because it's I don't know if it's because people don't usually, they're going for a cool tone, or it's because they're just used to muted colors. But it's like, whenever I see tan characters in Asian games, generally they end up being this kind of color, which is there are people who do have this kind of skin color, but when you're going for a tan, a lot of moments or a lot of times, tan characters are generally, or wherever they're from, they're usually very warm toned. Like like this is this. Oh my god, I'm using even me looking at my own color. Yeah, his overall design is good. I really do like his design. The skin, the grayish, ashy-ish skin is throwing me off a lot. So now I'm back to my colors, my actual colors. So just so you guys know, as for a reference, this is the person that I'm talking about. And it really is throwing me off, honestly. I've never been this like confused skin wise, but this is like truly throwing me off. I'm a little disappointed in the Brazilian update. Oh boy, let's not start, because that's a whole other enigma in itself. I am disappointed as well. You're not the only one, don't worry. I am a little confused. I don't want to be rude, because I'm sure a lot of people really did spend their time designing this character, but he is very handsome. But it's also like you can see what I'm talking about, right? His skin becomes like quite, it's gray. It's not even eye moment. It's quite literally gray. I don't know what happened. I just assumed that maybe they're going for a more muted tone here, but it didn't really play out well. But I kind of did wish they made him like a little more warm toned, or a little more like yeah, a little more warm tone. Personally, I know a lot of people say that he's they assume that he's white, but for some reason whenever I look at him, I always kind of headcanon him as somewhat like Hispanic for some reason. I don't know why. I was kind of disappointed during this one, because this was they did talk about that this was a disco era, and it's quite disappointing because you know, when you hear disco, it's mostly associated with, you know, African American or black people, and they didn't have any black characters, and I was kind of like disappointed there. Oh, it's jazz era, sorry, not disco, jazz era, which makes it even worse, because like oh, hold on, Mira's barking, she complaining as well. Because I'll say this is the most gentle way for a lot of people, because maybe they don't know, mostly maybe because they only get their information from media. That patch specifically takes place during the jazz era, and if you guys don't know, the jazz era is the era, you know, of jazz, and jazz was mostly what is it called, propelled by and created and originated by, you know, African Americans or black people. And during that time, like a lot of the time, jazz was referred to by white people of the time as devil's music, right? So the issue here being like, when you're talking about the jazz era and you have that era represented by white people who probably at that era would have not listened to jazz, it becomes quite a problem. Because again, a lot of people fought for you know, a lot of people who are African American or black fought for their music to be heard. So it is kind of concerning during that patch. I'm not gonna like tell you guys to be like, you know, to do a whole boycott or do an entire like you know, complaint or something. This is kind of just my opinion and my views, so if you guys view it differently, that's absolutely fine. But during the time, like I was kind of disappointed because again, Reverse 99 wasn't the only game during that time that elevated or took inspiration heavily from that jazz era, but there were also other games who I will not mention, because if I did mention them, their fans will go after me, and if you feel like you're one of those fans, then you know, it's more for you to conclude. But I did think that it was kind of concerning that for games that have that do say that they're inspired heavily from those eras, only not to include people who propelled those eras, and instead included people who during that time would have been against that kind of music or culture, is a little concerning. Even if you didn't mention it, we already know what that game is, to be honest. Okay, if you know, you know, okay? I'm not gonna mention it. I don't want to be attacked. But that's what I'm gonna say. That's my personal opinion. Again, that's my opinion, okay? So I was already kind of disappointed during that era, and then you know, next era was Brazilian era, and you would have kind of expected, you know, when you think Brazilian, you know, Brazil, there are multiple images that pop up in your head when you think of, you know, Brazilian people. And when Reverse 1999 revealed their cast of characters and garments of Brazil, it was disappointing because, again, for Brazil, most, if not, I would say even 90, including the garments, featured people who were white. And it did disappoint a lot of Brazilian Reverse 1999 fans, because you know, they were hoping to see maybe people who look like them or people who they, you know, see in their daily lives, but it turns out there weren't a lot, which is, I could understand the disappointment, and I also understood, like, you know, I also have, like, if someone says someone who is Brazilian, I do have like my thoughts of it, right? Yeah, we're hoping for more tan characters because, you know, the people of Brazil are mostly consist of people who are tan, or who, I mean, of course there are people who are light skinned as well, or white, but it does not the proportion doesn't compare to like how many tan characters, I mean, people there are there. So it was a disappointing, to say the least. Well, when I saw the characters themselves, outfit wise, they look nice. I like the outfits. I would say Reverse 99 does very well with the outfits. Like, I'm looking at Jay right here. Like I said, past the skin, their outfit looks really nice. Like, I could tell they're supposed to kind of be like a motorbike cyclist, you know, part of that era where it was, you know, Grease. I don't know if he's supposed to be or inspired by Greasers, or, you know, like, you know, Grease, you know, which was also like a very prominent pop culture reference during the time. But I could see it, like, I could see it on his outfit. I'm not gonna say his outfit is super amazing or complicated, but it's very good. It's very nice design. I could tell, like, oh yeah, he's supposed to be like a biker guy. So outfit wise, I do think the Brazilian characters in Reverse 99 were really good. At least, well, my issue probably comes from the fact that it's like one of them isn't like so there are 4 characters were released for the game, at least for part 1. One character I know is not from Brazil. They're supposed to be Menas Victae, I think is the name, like an antagonist character. And then the other two are Brazilian, and then the last one is from their accent, I think the thing is, like, the last one isn't a person. It's literally a hand. So hold on, let me pull up the pictures for the Brazilian batch. Hold on, just so you know what I mean. I wasn't really excited for the Miss Kimberly. I'm gonna be very honest, I wasn't very excited for the Miss Kimberly reveal. No, the limited characters, the Manus Victae one. I'm talking about the literal hand, like the actual skeletal hand. Hold on. Let me see if I can find like the picture of all 4 of them. That's the issue. I'm okay. Like, I don't mind Miss Kimberly. The only issue I have with Miss Kimberly is just like, what's it called? Like, she just kind of looks like any other character. She looks like the other 2 characters, in the game. I know you know what I'm talking about. So this is the first. Okay, I have to pull them all up by one, which is gonna annoy me so much. I hate pulling these up one by one. She already reminds me of, like, when I first saw her, she reminded me of Isolde in a way. Which was kind of a like, oh, okay, it's her again. So I wasn't really excited. Hold on. Gotta pull up to the crib. Hold on. need to. You guys can look at Jay while you're waiting. Look at him. I do think it's kind of a shame though that not as like these are, I do wish that Mr. Duncan was, you know, was tan, because I feel like even design wise he'd look nice tan. Okay, so I will pull you up all the new characters. Okay, so this is the first one. I forgot her name is written here. Anjonala, I think that her name is. She's supposed to be the Manus character. The one of the antagonists is what I'll do it in simplified form. The only issue I have with her is she already looks like two other characters. And I'm not talking about from a super detailed form. I'm talking about like from a general design. So this is Anjonala. This is. She's a limited character. Yes, she is. So this is Anjonala, and then there's Isolde. And then there's another one who is like also kind of like I think she's supposed to be maiden or something, or someone who works at the hotel. I don't know what it's called. I'm not really sure, but they share like very similar design forms. Right, it's All Day Tuesday and Anjo. So if you guys look them up, they share like very similar features in which that they have light skin, curly dark or black hair, frilly outfit, and big bosoms. So like I wasn't very excited for her design wise because I've seen the design-esque before. And I don't really hate her for it. It's more like I'm just gonna mix these people up. And I hope someone doesn't attack me for it. Okay? I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna probably mix these three up. But yeah, so I was like kind of disappointed at the fact that I've seen this design before, because I was looking forward to seeing, you know, new designs or more creative designs, like something like that. Okay, so these three I kind of just have a beef with, mostly because they all share very similar like looks with each other, and like this is no longer kind of funny anymore. So I forgot her name. Her name is Anjonala, this one. So this is the first one. Again, remember this is from the Brazil patch. And then this is the next one. I generally thought this was like I thought this was like skin. I believe her name is, is Lopera. CN community already complained, to be honest. Yeah, like I was just I thought she was a skin for a character or something. I would think that this looks like Soneto, but also the fact that Brazil, maybe I suck at history. Yeah, this is supposed to be the representations for Brazil. To be fair, the previous one, wait, what happened? Okay, so you saw the previous, so these are the new releases for the characters that is taking place in Brazil. I want you to put that in your brain. So the character before this character, and I'll introduce you two more characters. So this is Lopera. I do like her outfit. Her outfit looks actually lovely. She kind of just looks like tourist, but I also feel like, okay, maybe she's kind of like Peppa from what's it called, from Encanto. Maybe she represents a certain like you know, certain how you call it, certain look from like Brazilian people. Again, I have a different vision in my mind, but maybe in reality there's like a lot of different designs. But yeah, so this is the second character for Brazil. I don't remember Brazilian Miku where. She ain't here. Brazilian Miku ain't here. She's somewhere over the rainbow. So this is the second design. I would say her outfit does look very nice. I do like her outfit. I kind of wish they just gave her like adventure boots rather than sandals, but maybe that's a cultural thing. So again, like I do like the textile on her waist. That looks very lovely. So that's number 2, Brazil. There's 4 in total. So this is number 3. This is Mr. Duncan. So I believe he, out of the four, is supposed to be, I might be wrong. I believe he's supposed to be a tour guide of sorts, or a local. I do like his look. I honestly wished he was Tanner. Mostly because he reminds me of like the adventurous, like, explorers of, aha. Are you okay? I don't know if he's supposed to be. He kind of just looks like an uncle, but it's like, you know, I get the appeal. But yeah, so I know he's supposed to be like a tour guide of sorts. Like if you've seen it from his splash art, he's supposed to be like sort of a, if I'm not mistaken, explorer or tour guide. So I do like Mr. Duncan's design. I just kind of wish he was Tanner. Yeah, but maybe there's purpose to the designs. It's fine. Like I don't have beef. I'm not gonna like hate on like characters because they're released, you know. Blue Pog is giving Beast Aphletus spotlight right now. Yeah, all of them are Beast Aphletus, right? Except for the hand. So those are three. I believe character number 2 and 3. I don't know if the first one is, well, I know 2 or 3 are Brazilian. So this is the last one, and this is supposed to be the person that's, well, is it technically a person? They're supposed to be the non-Brazilian one, or at least what I picked up from their accent, because Reverse 99 has this thing where it's like their accent is like quite telling of where they're from. Like they try to be very accurate as possible. So this one's white rum. So yeah, it's supposed to be a hand. If you're looking for where's their face or anything, that's supposed to be a hand. Okay. That's a decoration thing. Yeah, it's a ship in a bottle. I think from what I'm hearing, like from their explanation stuff, like they do have like very quick voice lines. They might have been a pirate in their past life or something, and explorers, which makes sense because a lot of like during the time, at least, like there were a lot of explorers from other places, mainly, if I'm not mistaken, you know, Spain, Portugal, that were exploring new areas. So this would probably be taking place during the age of exploration. So I'd have to look that up. When was that? I don't know. I might be wrong. The age of exploration took place, so that's beginning early 15th century and lasted through the 17th century. So that's way back. So I don't know if they purposely picked the age of, oh, it's called Age of Exploration, sometimes called Age of Discovery. So if you know, like, explorers like, hold on. Explorers. Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, Vasco da Gama, Hernan Cortez, Marco Polo, you know, that era of like where everyone's, you know, traveling around the world with ships and everything. I don't know if they're purposely taking that era, or there's a certain like year they're taking these in place. So yeah, so those four are representations for Brazil's patch. Should we take a look at the garment? I don't want to photograph all of them, but I will tell you this: out of the 6 garments, only one person is POC slash tan. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. It is a kind of disappointing, knowing it, but it's also like, I don't know. I have like complicated feelings about it. Cause I'm just glad my favorite character got a design, got a garment. If you don't know what garment is, it's basically the equivalent of like a skill. So yeah, so you know, Brazil's, I forgot. I have to look it up actually. Who are the ones that got like garments? I was surprised that Villa got a garment really quickly and Marcus. Because I think they just came out this patch in the EN version, right? So hold on, let me pull it up. I don't know if they have the garments. I will pull up my favorite because only I'm biased and I don't care. I want to be biased. I do not care. So the main, I mean, they're so generous. They gave us many rewards. I guess it's to like compensate. So by the lack of the characters or something, I don't know. Just to make sure. But I'm glad that they gave us a lot of rewards. Reverse 99 is very generous when it comes to rewards. So I'll just show you my favorite because I'm biased like that. This is one of the garments. They're not even, I don't think Shamane's is an advanced garment. Advanced garment means like they get special skills and stuff like that. So it's like, so it's kind of like sad that he didn't get those, but I'm just glad he gets a garment, okay? And it looks beautiful, so I can't be mad anymore. But other characters are, and you have to look this up because there's a lot. There's like 5 other than Shamane. Is Poltergeist, Yenisei, Villa. I think this is Villa as well? Yes, Villa, Marcus, and 37. So if you look all of these characters up, they're also white skinned or white. So for a character, you know, for a patch that talks about Brazil, which features like a lot of, which, you know, in real life they have a lot of different kinds of like people that you can represent. It is kind of disappointing that almost 95% of the characters featured from original to garment only have white skinned or white characters. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna like yell at people who are happier for, you know, these characters. Maybe they're their favorite characters, so I'm not. Yeah, I said 37 earlier. Yeah, and I think 37 has a lot of garments already, so I don't know why she got one here as well. So I'm not gonna yell at people who probably like, you know, still want to play a game where their favorites got their, you know, skin garments. I do think it's a shame that Blue Pock decided to have these characters in the spotlight instead, because like I also had a breakdown with a friend of mine that characters that could be featured, and actually, and some of these characters I remember, like when I looked at them, I was kind of confused as to lore wise how they would be associated or put into the patch, because some of them kind of like stand out, and I did kind of feel disappointed. Hold on, I have to look at here you go. Okay, so I do have a list of characters that I thought would make more sense to be in this patch, but again, we don't know the full story yet, so this could be like you know, a thing. So my interpretation of Brazil's patch is that it was during like an era of exploration, or whereas people were very busy exploring the jungles of Brazil, you know, because it's very well known. One of the biggest well-known rainforests is there, the Amazon rainforest. So these are the characters that I thought would, you know, fit into the world at least. Okay, so the first one is Onion. Yes, because she has an onion head, if you guys don't know. If you don't know, Onion is a female radio show host. I don't know if it's just radio, actually. I think she's a show host as far as I remember. And I said that she could report as an explorer, maybe a new segment of our show traveling into her jungles, which makes sense. Then there's Click. Click, if you don't know, he's a war photographer as his like story. And I explained this earlier, but basically because he's a war photographer, I do remember that during the time that a lot of very iconic photography of, you know, animals, extinct or rare bird species and all were like taken during these eras. So I thought that maybe if Click was featured, he could be discovering new species, he could be surrounded by birds. I think that would have been like a very nice feature for him. And then there's Rabies. His actual name is Rabies, if you don't know. He's a scarecrow. He was a straw man, and his whole thing was like his actual soul was taken because of the epidemic. I think the Black Plague epidemic, if I'm not mistaken. And he is an animal imitator. You know, birds in Brazil, need I say more? And then there's Eagle, who is an explorer, littoral explorer, and skill survivor, the jungles. And then there's Leilani, who is a soldier. So I think it makes sense for these characters to be in this patch. But you know, I don't know. Maybe there's like things that there are things that I didn't take into account that they may have. But I was a little disappointed. They did say this was divided into 2 patches for Brazil, so maybe this is just the first patch, and then like next patch they'll see like the feedback from people and see if they're going to release, or they're going to like give characters who were like in the background for a while, you know, new view in hindsight. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, this is just kind of like this is just like little criticism, you know. It's not anything that I'm gonna say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna stop you from playing the game or anything. There's just kind of very light criticism and this discourse and like discussions that I personally feel, and I know a lot of people also feel. Necrologist, I do like Necrologist, but I don't see how she would fit in this patch. But who knows, maybe there's another patch that I could see her in. I actually feel, I know that there was a Halloween like horror patch, movies patch last time, the Green Lake, which was one of the most successful ones, I believe. I think like maybe she could show up there as like a new skin, because I can see it. Especially on Halloween, because she's a necrologist, so makes sense. She's also a mortician, right? So it makes sense. But who knows? Let's see. Because I don't know, when it comes to like Asian games, like they tend to have Halloween events, so who knows? Maybe they will feature necrologists soon. Hopes up, fingers crossed. Really hoping for it. But yeah, so I was just kind of like thinking that Charmaine was really one of the characters that is carrying the patch right now, and you know, and all the free stuff we get. But other than that, like character wise, I'm not as excited. I haven't been excited in a while. I would say there hasn't been a character in Reverse 1999 that I feel was like pullable for me, like, you know, characters where it's like, oh my god, I really have to save up for this guy and I really want to pull for this person. I haven't found any past Charmaine yet. Jay is the only thing stopping me from Jay is literally one element, and that's the skin color. And I mean it as in like it's a very grayish ashy skin color. I don't know why Asian games tend to make tan skin in a very cool or muted tone, but it will have to say a lot of Asian skin, a lot of tan skin usually leans to the warm side. So I feel like, I hope maybe in the future there'll be more characters that could feature more warm tone skins, because I've had enough. I am tired. Give me my warm tone kids, please. But yeah, so I really hope that, like, the thing is, I know that for a lot of people, this is just a personal beef of myself. I know for a lot of people, they're always thinking, oh my god, like, this is so unrealistic or whatever. And I'm just like, I am sitting right here. My skin looks like this. What do you mean it's non-existent or it's rare or whatever? The only reason why you think it's rare or warm tone or non-existent is because you haven't opened your media library in your head enough to feature people that look like those. I'm just saying this for myself mostly. It's because like sometimes I just get tired, because there are a lot of moments where I think, wow, there are some things that are getting in the way because I'm tan. And it kind of hurts, but it's like, okay, I mean, yeah, we need more characters like Centurion. Yeah, I see Centurion is a really good any Charmaine, any. It's like, I don't know. Again, this is just a personal thing for me. Like, if you guys enjoy it, then that's like, I'm not gonna yell at you for it. But it's kind of like, I just wish there are more warm toned skin characters in media later on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired, or maybe I'm just used to saturated colors or something. But it's just like, please, we exist. It happens. But yeah, so that's kind of why did I end up ranting? um, Argus, I don't know, man. She looks warm to me. Okay, let me look up Argus. I think Argus is warm toned. You're talking about the cowboy, right? Yeah, she's warm toned. She's definitely warm toned. Um, I do like her as well. I mean, I don't think I like her enough to pull for her, but she looks cool. I do like her, and she's supposed to be a cowboy, right? Right. But yeah, like, we exist. It's possible. Don't worry. Like, oh, she looks lovely. But yeah, so I do hope when I say I want more warm toned characters, I do mean like not just in Reverse 99. I mean like in games in general. Um, because it's so funny sometimes where I'm looking at, oh yeah, this character is definitely tan or like definitely like warm toned and stuff, and then I look at the actual material and they're very like light skinned or white, and I get very surprised because the general public usually draws them very toned, warm toned colors and stuff, and I'm like, huh? And it's just kind of funny for me to realize, like, oh, they look very different. But it's like, oh, okay, I see. But yeah, I do wish there were more characters in general that are more warm toned as opposed to like muted or cool toned, to the point that they prefer ashy-ish kind of skin compared to, you know, warm toned skin. I don't know what they have against warm toned like skin when it comes to like tan characters. I don't know what's going on there. I do not wish to find out, but I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so wow, I ended up ranting about Reverse 1999. But yeah, so I am hoping for the next patch to Brazil, at least there would be a more, maybe they'll see the feedback, maybe they will see how people are like going to respond. It is a shame because it's like Reverse 1999 is based on actual locations, right? And at a certain time period. So I do hope that there will be more variety in design featured. And it's like, it's not as if like tan characters don't sell well. It's like they have like one of their most famous patches come from the one patch that talks, you know, that features Indian characters. So it's like, it's not that it doesn't sell well either. You have proof. Like Shemaine is one of their most popular characters, I believe, for the male side. The others would be Pavia X and I would say Med Pocket, but Med Pocket is more like non-binary. So it's like, it's not that there's no proof that your they don't, you know, like they don't, you know, sell well or anything, and they pretty much sell well, especially in this case. So I'm really hoping that maybe like in the future they'll release more varietive characters when it comes to like you know, skin tone and also body, you know, body builds as well. So I'm looking forward to it actually. And I'd say probably they'll listen to the feedback, and hopefully in the future, you know, they'll maybe revisit or maybe they'll release new characters that are, you know, that are more exclusive to the actual area that they plan on patching out, you know, releasing the patch for. But yeah, I do like some characters so far. Like I like the lamb. I forgot what her name is, but I know we just call her Lamb in Reverse 1999. I think she's called Lucy. No, that's the, what's her name? Not Barbara. Like I do like Barbara. Barbara has an interesting design. She's probably one of my favorites in terms of like hold on. I have to do a full her. I got her, to be honest. Ooh. So if you guys don't know, this is Barbara. She's based off if you don't know, she's based off Dolly, who is a sheep clone. If you don't know, an actual sheep clone, by the way. Like she exists in real life. She's based on Dolly, like an actual sheep clone. But she's actually fully human. Utu magazine manager, yeah. Like she is, I'm pretty sure she's like human, or like she's like mostly human with a lamb head. But if you guys don't know, she actually has human hands and human feet, and you guys wouldn't notice that because they were very smart when it came to the silhouette. So if you're scanning here, right, if you're zooming in here, she has very squeezed like shoes, like she's wearing squeeze shoes that kind of make her feet silhouette wise look like hooves. And that goes the same for like her arms. She's wearing like extended sleeves that give like the silhouette of like hooves of a lamb, which I think is super interesting. Like they don't give her straight up hooves, like they just replicate the silhouette of it, and I really like that design. It's very cute, and she looks cute. Okay, hello Alma, welcome to How You Doing. We're discussing, you know, we're discussing character designs. Back to discussing character designs, as I am as usual. Are we talking about verse 1999? Yes. I do like this. She is probably one of my favorite designs so far. Mostly because I do like her silhouette. Her silhouette is what won me over. It is very smart. It's a very smart silhouette. And she has a little heart here, and she has a little heart on her chest that replicates, you know, either actually a human heart or the chest of like in, you know. But I don't remember what year she's supposed to be in, like what period of time she's supposed to be in. But I do like Barbara a lot. Also, I think she's canonically, there are some elements that are canonically like involved with Dolly Parton, like the actual singer Dolly Parton. So that's a plus over there. So I really do like her design. It is kind of it is one of my favorite designs when it comes to like silhouette. It's very smart is what I'm saying, especially the sleeves and the feet, because it's like if you see her actual design where she's kind of sleeping, she doesn't she actually has normal fingers based on the other character she's part of. Yeah, she's probably like 19, like the 1900s, right? Like the, you know, early 1900s, and all she does is EP. She hit EP like that. Good for her. So this is her actual design. Hold on, like her poster, and you'd be surprised. I remember when I showed this to my friends, they were like surprised because they were like, I thought she was like fully lamb, and like no, she has normal human hands and human feet. So I really do like her design silhouette. It's really smart. Probably my favorite so far. Like design wise, probably one of more interesting ones. I don't know if she's just wearing a lamb's head or that's her actual head. I do assume it's probably her actual head. But you know, the fingers and the legs just seem very human. But yeah, she's probably one of my favorite designs so far. I'm trying to think what else. Like yeah, so I'm looking forward to the, you know, who knows, maybe next patches they release would feature new characters. I was surprised that they only released like 2 characters for the jazz era, or maybe I missed the other 2. They only released like Jay and what's her name? The disco Mercuria, right? I think, which was kind of surprising to me. That's not usually they release like 3-ish or more, so I was like, huh, okay, interesting. But yeah, so looking forward to it. So I want to see where the character designs goes for Reverse 1999. I'm pretty sure that, you know, that they'll listen to the feedback, mostly because like they have pulled very visually interesting designs so far, like again Barbara. So I'm looking forward to seeing like more designs they have in store, you know. And I really appreciate that they don't really fight. I mean, they don't really like play safe with the designs. A lot of them are really interesting to me. Like there are a ton of non-human designs compared to other games, so I'm like, oh, okay. Also, hello NW, welcome to the stream. But yeah, so I do feel like there's a lot of interesting, like they have played like a lot of, you know, non-human designs before, so I feel like, yeah, I mean, you can definitely they'll definitely like play with more of that kind of element, right? Welcome to Reverse 1999. There's a talking apple, a sword, talking dog, flying UFO, amongst other things. Like, did we forget the radio of all things? The onion head lady. Literally a guy whose name is Rabies because he's supposed to be based off the Black Plague. But yeah, bubonic plague. But yeah, there's like they're not scared of trying new things, is what I'm saying. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to their exploration even more. I'm gonna say my favorite is still gonna be Charmaine, Pavia, and Barbara. Pavia, I'm just like, yeah, he's cute. But like, I like Barbara's character. They have great designs and voice for their characters. Definitely, voice-wise, yes, I can agree. Definitely have great voice. I think they just kind of, they just kind of like, they kind of just flipped this. They kind of just kind of had a little slip on the Brazilian patch. But let's see how it goes even more, right? I do hope, like, you know, more tan. Simply wise, more tan. Like me. But did we forget this game is literally a Doom Dewey game? I won't forget. There's Doom Dewey on every patch. You know what? Let's switch it up a bit. Let's have some Doom Yaoi. Oh my god. Okay. But let's switch it up a bit. Nah. But yeah. I do hope like there's more, you know, more characters to come. I will say that I do really like. I do also really like. Oh well, technically Argus is like American, right? Yeah. I guess Argus and well, yeah, American's the right word for it. Yeah, Argus is American as well. They take place during like the high of like cowboy season and everything. But I don't know if she's like intentionally like supposed to play like the typical like a cowboy, or their reference from the I think they're called the Vendejos, who are like actual cowboys, you know, like people who took over like watching over cows. 2.1 is Texas, right? Well, it is America. I'm not sure if it's specifically Texas, cause you know, I can't tell, but I do know that it's supposed to be, you know, supposed to be a south, at the very least it's about cowboys. And I think they're in the same, are they in the same patch as Barbara and Chusei? I feel like that theme was themed around like, you know, your usual cow, or are there like a different one? Hold on, Argus number 39 patch. I'll look them up. Yeah, it's the same as Barbara and Innie, right? Right, that's true. Like they're themed around the highway, like, you know, like actual like cowboy. Samako, yeah, like the cowboy-esque, like patch. What's the who are involved in the garments? I better see that girl who is an actual South, you know, Texan lady in that garment, please, at least. The haunted highway, right? Let me see. She better be featured. Where is she? So, who are the characters featured? Hold on. Isolde, all that jazz. Right, I completely forgot. She's not even in here? Damn, that's a missed opportunity. That's an actual missed opportunity. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. Hold on. How did I not feature her? Like, she's supposed to be the representative of like the highway like restaurants and stuff like that. How did they not feature her? I'm surprised. I forgot her name. She's the one in the bunny suit. What's her name? Her name is Bunny. Like, I'm surprised she's not featured. Because she's definitely, like, if you hear her voice, she's definitely, you know, Um, from the south. Huh. Okay. That's strange. Alright, alright. Oh, her. Yeah, yeah, because she's supposed to be like, she's the big, you know, she is the one serving the hearty meals. Like, if you go to the gas station or if you see like any media that features like highways, there's always those like restaurants, those kind of slightly run down restaurants that kind of have, you know, the that kind of have the what's it called, like the retro-esque kind of parlor restaurants, and they usually have like her kind of, you know, her trope. So I'm surprised she wasn't featured. I'm kind of sad, to be honest, because I feel like this would fit her so well. She carries stand service of food like it's nothing. Yeah, and like if you hear her voice line, like she's supposed to reference like that kind of, you know, that kind of like a trope. So I'm sad she's not in the highway one, because I feel like that fit her so well. If anything, why is Ezra here? But okay, kind of odd, but okay. I'm not even gonna be mad because he looks like so funny in that like little outfit, and like you know, his tiny self in like a big against like a giant horse. He's gonna fall off. Blonia, I feel makes sense. So there's the I guess the replacement is TTT, right? Triple T. Mixed feelings, but I do like her outfit. Her outfit is what I'm like imagining, right? It's very her. Definitely very her. The TV, yeah. Like, it definitely fits with the theme, so I'm not gonna be mad about that. Like the drive-in, yeah, the drive-in. Like she's supposed to, like Bologna is kind of like the representative, like the drive-in-esque kind of like restaurants you have in the highway. But I guess Triple T isn't bad either. Isn't a bad choice either. Kind of sad though, because I feel like that's very Bologna of her. That's very bunny of her to be in that kind of and also she kind of looks like she'd serve at Hooters, so that also makes sense as well. But yeah, kind of disappointed, but not like egregiously mad or anything like that. The Blowy fits well though. Who else? Every time I'm looking at Ezra, I'm just like, this poor guy. He's a tiny dude on top of like a giant ass horse. Who's your favorite character? Shamaine. I think that was obvious. Shamaine, Pavia. Who else? I said some, and I guess Barbara, but for the people who are already out, Shamaine and Pavia. So far. Oh, and Pickles. Pickles is also a big favorite of mine. He's a good boy. But yeah. Let's see. Kind of sad. I wish like, I don't know how they choose the outfits. I kind of wish that they were like lore or like story driven the way they pick them, but you know, maybe there's a reason why they picked these characters over another. Yeah, it makes sense. Of course it makes sense. It's pretty obvious of my choices. It is the only like you gonna buy Regulus' new garment? What is Regulus' new garment? Hold on. Is it for the Brazil patch or? I don't think so. I really only buy like garments of characters I like. So, and Regulus, as much as I love her, she's not like, I wouldn't pull out money to get her like a garment. It does look cute though. I'm gonna admit. It doesn't look like her, but it's like, it's cute. Makes sense. I'm pretty. Which one are you talking about, by the way? She has a few, I think. There is the one where she's wearing like a heavy coat and a skirt. I'm assuming you're talking about that one, right? The Take Off to the Future, I think it's called. I don't think I'll get it, but it is cute. Honestly, I've only bought like Pavia's outfit, I think. Pavia's you know, sports outfit. Her garment with the airships makes her look like almost a new character. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, wow, that actually looks like a new character. Which is funny because like I'm looking at the new character for the Brazil patch, the orange one. That, if you didn't tell me or something, I would have just assumed that was like Sonata's new outfit, new skin. But okay. But yeah, she does look very nice here though. Like I I do like the outfits when it comes to Reverse 1999. Their outfits are really nice looking. They're very pretty, and some of them are like pretty indie as well. Pretty, what do you call it? Like practical? Practical. As well. I don't think I've met one that isn't like super complex. I'll say Charmaine's probably. He has so many accessories, but it's also still practical. Don't think I'll get it. I think I'll just get Charmaine's. I really only buy garments of characters I like enough to, you know, I like enough to change their outfit for. So I'll think about it, but I don't think I'd get her outfit. Also, her full, like her indie outfit's already cute enough for me. But yeah, I only bought like Pavias throughout playing, so yeah, so I'll just probably get Charmaine's, which is, you know, not for a long time, but I'll just get that. Yeah, so there's that. Garment. Reverse 99. I might get Six's garment, but I don't know. I don't know. I think Six has a detective garment, right? Whose is this? Oh, that's Balloon Party. Okay. I'm just trying to look at everybody's outfit. Okay. Also, I'll save us for Six and Marcus. Yeah. Marcus is the... Are you talking about the cowboy one? Do hope Bjorn Bloom gets... Bork Bloom gets another outfit in the future. Yeah. I do like Knights. Knight looks... Knight, he looks really cool. Let's see. Yeah, detective outfit. Yeah. My friend who's a big fan, I have a friend who's a big fan of Horrorpedia, and Horrorpedia hasn't gotten a garment yet, so every time they're just looking forward to Horrorpedia's garment, and they're like really sad when he doesn't get one. So I'm wishing that he gets an outfit soon, because I know my friend really wants an outfit for him. 37 has so many outfits, don't they? Are they the marketing favorite? Yeah, prime number, which is their full outfit. Happy bird catcher, I don't know which one that is. And down in the grotto. Okay. A grotlo. So that's like 4 already. Bobby only has 1. Charmaine only has 1, and it's upcoming, so I really do hope so. Satsuki. I forgot that Satsuki. I'm gonna be so honest. Sometimes I forget Satsuki exists in general. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of characters I don't think have gotten outfits yet. I'm praying for Horrorpedia, simply not for me, but for my friend who really, really likes Horrorpedia, and there's still no news for him, so yeah. I really do hope he gets like a nice outfit soon, or a garment or something. Him and I think Diggers also hasn't gotten an outfit, and they look similar too, so I think it'd be cool if he had like a suit. It makes, I think, like an actual like tux or something. It'd be very cool looking. Oh, it'd be so cool if he got like a Phantom of the Opera-esque kind of outfit. I think it'd fit him so well. But maybe that's just me. That's just an instinct thing. But hopefully he does get that kind of outfit. I feel like that would fit him so well. But yeah. So, what else do I... That'd be neat. Yeah. I think it makes sense for him as well as a character. So, yeah. But yeah, I think... You know what? I didn't think that I was going to enjoy, like... Not enjoy. Like, I didn't think I was going to talk as much as I would going back to this channel. But I guess when somebody asked me about Reverse 1999, I ended up rambling quite a lot. So... Apa namanya? So this ended up being much longer than I presumed, but yeah. So for the next schedules, I think I'm just gonna look for like art. I'm gonna just do art streams for now to get into the groove again, and then we'll see from there where I'm going to like go next. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for the warm welcome. I do appreciate it. So I do notice that a lot of you guys tune in whenever I do art streams, which is I'm honestly always surprised because I'm always thinking like my art isn't good enough. But hey, you guys end up liking that and Kagurabachi, so I have to do more of those streams. But I do enjoy them, neither to say. But yeah, so maybe I'll do that. I'll do more collabs where it's like free talk, because I know you guys also really enjoy it when I do a lot of free talk with my other friends. So let's see if there are like other events or other moments where I can just do like very chill free talks. We're just chatting, we're just investigating, we're just like gossiping, like a lunch talk or dinner talk or something. I don't know, guys, if you I don't know if you guys enjoy that, but I feel you guys do enjoy that, and if you guys do enjoy that, I really do appreciate it. But yeah, so you guys hear a little bit of my voice, a little bit of my rants, a little bit of background noises. That is my mother's decimal by snoring. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I'm gonna see you guys the next time. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming. I don't know if I'm gonna have a stream tomorrow or for the next few days, but I'll try to have a stream if, you know, I'm not dying first or something happens like yesterday did. So thank you so much for coming, and I'm gonna pronounce all of your names from one by one from the top if I can get it. Yes, I can get it from the top. Okay, thank you so much, Kumo, Vals, Otta, Kale, Gabe, hold on, Bluebell, hold on, Dark Assassin, NW23, and by the way, we need more reverse 1999 stream. Oh yeah, okay, maybe I'll note that down for Twitch, because I know I had them on Twitch. Thank you for today. Love you, gorgeous. Otsubai, Otsubai, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back and still supporting me. I'll make sure to have more streams after this, don't worry. But you know, with you guys already here, I really do appreciate it. Please tune in for more of some almond moments. Yay! Bye! Otsubai!